It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show. I'm Bob Rectenwell, and this is Scooter. Whoop whoop. Callies, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Can't complain?
No, I was able to stay inside most of the day, so I wasn't sweating my butt off, but it's hot out there.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I wish it rained a little bit. We need a little grass.
I don't mind a little heat, but when you start getting 100 degrees now, come on.
I saw a deal yesterday said, how hot is the weatherman's up there saying, okay, today it's going to be 98 degrees, but it's going to feel like 105.
Yeah.
So isn't it really 105?
Guess you can look at it, but the actual temperature isn't, but it just feels like.
Okay.
Put it together.
Where's the logic in that?
I don't know, but somehow they've got it figured out.
Because the mercury doesn't move past 98, that's 98. But
based
your body
on
tells
humidity and everything else.
Your body tells you it's 117 degrees in the shade.
Yes.
Best thing you can do is just stay inside.
Exactly. Yeah, that's when heat strokes come up.
Heat strokes. Well, we don't need any heat strokes.
No, I agree completely.
It is very warm out there, folks, so stay inside, stay cool the best you can. Let's go to the Lord for some prayer this morning. Brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. With all our respect, is not only how they do business, but how they will treat you. Renata Jenkins-Barler and her staff all across the state of Arkansas with 29 locations to serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it, and they do it well. So, well, let's go to the prayer. Father God, just thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. We just thank you and praise you for the mishap down at Tracy Ferry, Lord. It's the part of the praise and the thanks is the fact that no one was injured. One minor injury out of that devastating fire that was there. Things can be replaced, but people can't, and we thank you for the safety that you've shown the firefighters, the first responders that were there helping combat that blaze. Lord, we just pray for the people that lost their boats and their belongings that were on those boats on Sunday night. And we just pray that you'll comfort them and let them know that you're in control. And in the end, it'll all work out. And Lord, we just thank you for the things that you give us on a daily basis that we take for granted. And we give you all the praise, the honor, and the glory for it. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen. Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations serve you, one Memphis, Tennessee, with all our respect. If you don't know where Roller Funeral Home is here in Mountain Home, take a trip up Highway 5 North, past Hospital Drive, start looking to your right. Start looking for the biggest American flag you've probably seen in a long time, and that's where they're at. That's where they are. Pull in there, go in and see them, and let them help you with your needs. Pre-planning is a big thing that folks really should talk about and think about doing.
Yeah.
Your family didn't live your life, so therefore they don't know how you want to wrap things up here on this earth. And if you do some pre-planning through Roller Funeral Home, they'll help you get that taken care of. Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, Highway 5 North here in Mountain Home. And we're going to take a quick break, have a word from the Z team, Bob and Linda Zadora. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, Century 21 Realtors here at Mountain Home, 870-405-0793, Realtors you would recommend to a friend. They bring us a shot of the White River each and every morning, and there it is today, nice sunrise off to the east. You can see the Rainbow Bridge quite clearly there on the left. Not much cloud cover there, just a little spatter of clouds. That's just a great shot. That's God's country, folks. If you want a piece of that, give Bob or Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. They're always busy, but never too busy to visit with you about your needs and what your real estate wants are. Get to that other shot, Scooter.
Yeah, right now it's on the mountain.
On the mountain,
Missouri.
the Anderson Knob or Anderson Hill, that what we've heard that it's called, but I still haven't been able to confirm that. So we're just going to call it the mountain.
The mountain.
The Missouri mountain. That is a good distance from here, no matter how you look at it. That's, as the crow flies, probably 15 miles, probably. That's a nice looking shot. What you're looking at is Cotter, Arkansas, from Marion County back into Baxter County. The baseball field, the Railroad Museum. If you've never been to Old Town, Cotter, Arkansas, go Highway 62 to the west, take Cotter Business District. It'll wind down the hill, and you'll be right there at the foot of Rainbow Bridge. That one's got a little smoke on the water. Normally you can see the water moving quite rapidly through there. Like I say, if you are interested in taking a look at anything in our area, go to retiredarkansas.net, and you can check out all the MLS listings for our area, not just Mountain Home, but anything that's listed in the MLS for this area. And then pick up your phone and give them a call. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperatures around the area: Mountain Home is 77, Harrison 74, Batesville is 80, Yellville 79, Marshall is 72, Salem 77, Mountain View 72, Calico Rock 77, West Plains 77, Springfield, Missouri is 75, Poplar Bluff 79, and St. Louis, Missouri is 80. Somebody telling you to wake up?
80 already. Yeah, Facebook. It's been going.
The radar around the area, we'll zoom it out here. Take a look and let it catch up to us. Looks like there's some rain up to the north, some off to the east, but there is nothing here in Arkansas. And it doesn't look like there's anything coming from the west at this moment. A little bit of stuff popping in at up around Kansas, panhandle of Texas. Takes a little bit for it to catch up, though. There we go. I think we're in for a dry, hot day today.
We are. Another dry, hot day.
Another hot, dry day. Severe outlook. Thunderstorms up Des Moines, Dubuque, Chicago, Indianapolis, Louisville, Rapid City, Glasgow, Bismarck, North Dakota. Nothing south of the Missouri border or Kansas. It's amazing how that rain knows where to stop. National Weather Outlook. All right, Scooter. I don't think it's a tropical storm.
Doesn't look
like a flash
okay.
flood.
Okay,
looks more like a heat advisory to me.
A heat advisory is the kind of orangish color, and then the pinkle purple. The pink purple type color that's wrapping around eastern Arkansas, southern Missouri there, that is a heat warning.
That is excessive heat warning.
Yes.
And I don't know how it missed us here, but that needs to be down here too. 7-day forecast. Hot.
That's all it says, hot.
High today, 101. Low tonight, 77 with mostly clear. Tomorrow, high at 102. Mostly clear tomorrow night, 77. Friday, chance of thunderstorms. High 101, low 74 with a chance of storms Friday night. Saturday, chance of storms. I think they just put that in there to keep people happy, give them a little hope. High of 94 on Saturday. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 71, and then Sunday, sunny, high of 92. Sunday night, low of 69. Monday, sunny and hot, near 98 degrees. Monday night, low 72, and then 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday with a recent low of 96. Actually, it's going to be the high for the day, but it's going to be the lowest it's been for a while during the day. All I can tell you is, Scooter, it's going to be hot and dry and nasty. Pollen, tree pollen, none. Tomorrow, none. Friday, none. Tomorrow, that'll change. It'll be something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Grass pollen, today is high, tomorrow's high, and Friday is high. Ragweed is moderate today, none tomorrow, and none on Friday.
Starting to see ragweed come out now.
Well, they got to have something to put in there. Lake levels, Lake Norfolk, they're generating 1 at this time. Current lake level is 566.28, which is 14.28 over full pool. And Bull Shoals is 679.06. They are generating 8 units. Also, they have said in the past that they're going to run 8 quite a while.
Yeah.
So be ready and prepared for that.
They're wanting to really get the lake down where it needs to be.
So that's the weather and the updates. If you want to check on the generation at the dams on your own, give them a call at 870-431-5311. They will let you know how many they're generating, how long they've been doing it, and what the current lake level is. Give them a call, 870-431-5311. That's the weather and the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team Realtors you would recommend to a friend. Check them out on their website. It is www.retiredarkansas.net. And you can check out that video there as well, and they will keep you up to date on what's going on in the real estate world in our area. So we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to The Morning Show on XL7-TV. It's a few things going on in the area. Farmers Market is today. 5th and Shirus from 8 to 5 is the hours that they've got posted on the website. If you have not been to the new location of the Farmers Market, you need to go check that out. It's have you been down there, Scooter?
I have not. I have not been down there.
Lots of vendors there, fresh grown stuff, fruits and vegetables are readily available right now. And Tina's been going, which happy birthday to my wife Tina. 29.
Happy birthday!
29 today.
29 today.
Yep.
All right, we'll go with
today.
that. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
And she's been going down every Saturday picking up fresh fruits and vegetables. And because you know what? Our garden has not done much this year.
Really?
We got all that rain in April and first part of May, and it just...
I'll be darned.
We've
and you've got a nice sprinkler thing out there.
Yeah, we've got a nice plants that are growing, nice, but no fruit, no vegetables. It's unbelievable, crazy. The Mountain Home VFW is holding a Thursday night dance from 6 to 9 tomorrow night at 214 West 7th Street. Go check that out if you're a dancer. Go check it. Are you a dancer, Scooter?
It's been a long time.
Been a long time. Well, if you dance anything like you sing, it's a good thing that you don't dance.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We'll go with that. There's a song about that, but we'll let that go.
Oh, yeah. I think I can dance, but no, you can't.
I will mention the Baxter County Library is hosting their second concert in their series of indoor summer concerts. Will be this Saturday, July 9th at 7 p.m. They'll have a New York jazz trio, the Daniel Bennett Group, that's going to be there. So
There you go.
Be pretty cool. The Bookworm Cafe is going to open for the event between 6 and 8 p.m. So if you're interested, just go to baxlib.org/events and read all about it.
And there you go. Twin Lakes Retired Police Scholarship Fund is offering you a chance to win one of 3 prizes. The first prize is a 2-day houseboat rental, courtesy of Bull Shoals Lake Boat Dock. Second prize is a $300 auto or boat detail by A Plus Auto and Marine Detail. And the third prize is America the Beautiful 5-ounce uncirculated silver coin. A donation for 1 ticket is $5, 5 tickets for $20. That drawing will be held on July the 15th and we'll let you know when and where that's going to happen.
Yep.
And there's a little community news for you. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back with the Mayor of Mountain Home, Hillrey Adams, back in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This morning our guest is Hillrey Adams, the mayor of the city of Mountain Home. How are you, sir?
Man, Bob, I'm trying to recommend everybody stay inside and stay hydrated right now. It is some kind of hot out there, isn't it? And, make sure you're taking in plenty of water, Gatorade, or something all day long if you're outdoors right now, because it is really tough out there.
It doesn't take long to break a sweat.
It doesn't, and it's that way early in the morning, and from the look of the weather forecast, we got about, through Friday or so?
5 more days, probably.
This right here before we see any kind of a break from it, but, that's what's supposed to happen this time of year. Maybe I could put a snow in the forecast tomorrow or something like that. Just
clerk alert.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah, remember
Just,
them clerk
just for the fun
alerts?
of it.
I'll make some phone calls, see what I can do.
I mean, we just need a little. What we really need is some rain.
You know, they were talking about a little bit of rain. I told Scooter before he came in that I think they just put that in there to give people hope.
You know, Sunday afternoon, I got home and thought, I'm going to start watering my yard, Bob. And I don't have a sprinkler system, so I got the good old-fashioned hose and sprinkler, and I get out there, and I set my timer for an hour on my phone. It got done watering. I went and I moved it to another spot. And about that time, I heard something, and it was a thunder, and I looked to the southwest, and it was just as black as your shirt is. And I never moved after that. I just sat there, and we probably got about an inch of rain at my house.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Monday afternoon. That would have been Monday afternoon. And I talked to a guy yesterday out in the West Road area out there, and he said he got about an inch and a half.
Is that right?
Out a little shower. And then our guy at Henderson told me he didn't get a drop. So, just that one little spot right there.
I heard it coming. I was waxing my wife's car, and I figured that'd be about right. I get it halfway done and not be able to finish.
Yeah.
Boy, it got humid after that rain.
It did.
Holy cow. But it dropped from 96 to 76 in a quick bit, but it didn't stay there.
Well, I took advantage of that, and after that rain passed, I cranked my lawnmower up and mowed the yard because I didn't want to do it yesterday at all. So we got out there and knocked that out and finished that up right after that rain. I'm sure some folks in the neighborhood thought I was crazy for doing it, but they can think what they want. I was trying to take advantage of some cool weather.
I don't blame you.
How are the city crews dealing with the heat?
Bob, one of the things we're doing right now, we're starting early. We've gone to a 6 o'clock start time for most of them. Not everybody's on that, but a lot of them are now taking advantage, going in an hour early to try to beat that. So you may see us in some neighborhoods, some residential areas a little bit early in the morning. You may hear us making a little bit of noise, but that's the best we can do right now. We're trying to be considerate of folks out there, but we have got to continue to do the work we're doing, and we're just trying. We've actually put some, on a few of the crews have bought some tents, little pop-up things to give the guys a shade break during the day to get in under and cool off a little bit, and we're making sure that they have plenty of fluid in them and trying to keep that. That's pretty much what we can do right now.
Does the city ever go to a night shift where they're doing things?
We have, recently, Bob, down there on that Hickory Street job, we had a crew of guys work about a week down there, maybe 2 weeks by the time it was over, because it seemed like it was 2. We did it in 2 different phases on some of that water line work we were doing in sewer down Hickory. Because we had to actually shut some water off for some areas down there. So we would go in like at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and we set up some lights, some generators, and of course all that equipment's got lights on it. And we worked through it. We didn't do that as much for heat as we did it for the inconvenience of people that might lose water for a few hours while we
what a better time you're sleeping.
Mains, and there's not near as much use after about 10 o'clock at night to 6 in the morning. So we'll do that occasionally, but it's not something that's on a regular basis, and it'd be hard to do, especially on the street side, some of that work they do, because you couldn't get concrete during the nighttime hours and things like that. But right now, if you happen to be in a neighborhood where we got some folks working, and I'm sure those folks out there wouldn't object if you walked out and hand them a bottle of water or a glass of lemonade or sweet tea or something like that,
You bet.
Try to cool them off a little bit during the day. That'd be very appreciative of that, I'm sure.
Where's the hot projects on right now?
Right now, we're on the street side. We're still working over on that Lou Ann Cooper, Dimitri area over there, tying into Inverness, back there with a curb and gutter and rebuild street job. We're up there right at Inverness now, and we're fixing to turn into Inverness Drive. We won't rebuild Inverness. We're just going to do a turn radius up to it. That work is still moving along there. The other street project we got is up on Russell Lane. We started at Breckenridge, which is the north end of the city limits right there on that. And we're going to come back down Russell and around the curve there by the lab and out to 201 and rebuild that and try to make a little better access in and out of the lab there on that side and around that curve. Russell Lane's pretty narrow down through there, and so we're going to widen that out a little bit and put that on. We got that project going right now on the street. And on the water and sewer side, you'll probably be seeing us just any day now, starting right there at the sheriff's office, or in front of the jail, I should say. And we're going to rebuild that sewer line from the jail. It'll come back up, I believe that's 8th Street, and then come down Hickory to the Baxter Bulletin. You know, we've been on the north end of Hickory for a while now. We're wrapping that up, and we're going to come down there and do right in front of City Hall. So everybody could expect some Hickory Street to be closed some intermittently here for the next 3 or 4 months again. It's a lot safer and better on us just to close the street and keep the traffic away than to drive around it. You know, a lot of folks were used to getting off 62 right there at the sheriff's office and cutting through Hickory, but you can expect here probably in the next couple of weeks or 3 for that to be blocked some off and on right there.
Has the city abandoned the street that runs between the sheriff's office and the jail?
Yes, right there, and that's now, it goes right down to the front of the jail, and then from there where it went all the way out, I believe that's Elm Street, and it came out there on the other side of the sheriff's office between there and the old tire store there. That has been eliminated right there. That piece of the street has.
So it's no longer through street.
No longer through street. And so that's what we'll be starting up as soon as we finish up a little bit we got up there on the north end of Hickory right now. We got a few water jobs going on just scattered around town. The biggest thing we're dealing with right now on the water side is this time of the year when that ground gets real dry, we experience a lot of leak issues, and as that ground dries, it hardens, it shifts. Ground starts cracking and we start having some leak issues. So we've actually put one of our other crews to doing nothing but leak work right now, trying to eliminate leaks everywhere we can, and we got a lot of them going on all over. It just happens that in this type of territory. And then when you go over to the Parks project, Bob, we got enough done at Keller once we got the turf on the fields where the girls could play ball. We backed off of Keller at that time and quit there with the idea, let's get the softball season out of the way, let the girls play ball, and then we'll go in and finish. Well, this week we're going back into Keller Park. The lighting company there will be on the back 2 fields. Those are getting new light poles and lights. The front 2, which is the Yelcott and I believe the other one's the next field. They used to have numbers, but now they got names on them. Those poles will stay up, but they'll get new lights on top. We're putting all LED lights in out there. And so as soon as the light contractor gets in there and drills his holes for the poles and sets the footings, etc., and gets the poles up and the lights, then the street department will go back in behind them. We've probably got about 2 to 3 weeks worth of concrete work left out there, and when they get that done, then we can finish up the landscaping, the new playground apparatus that's going in there, and the flag poles, etc., and Keller Park will be done hopefully mid to late August. And then we are also going to start this week or next week with a demolition at Callista Willette Park. You know, that's part of this project, to turf those fields up there, the infields at Callista, and have that baseball complex get a facelift just like the softball did.
Let's visit some more about the parks when we come back from commercial.
Okay.
You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. Mary Hillrey Adams is with us this morning. Be back in just a moment.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake North.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. You're watching, and we are visiting with Mayor Hillrey Adams. We're talking about the city park project. How much money do you think the city is saving by using their own crews versus contracting it out on a lot of this stuff?
A tremendous amount, Bob, and you know it's a huge dollar savings. We actually had a couple of those projects we looked at where we just had somebody give us a quote on what it'd take to build a parking lot, and then we got it ourselves, and we were at least half or better by doing it that way. But something that's just as important as that dollar we're saving is we now control our own destiny on when it gets done.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can put our folks on it and we can make it happen according to our schedule. You get these contractors involved, and especially right now, most of them got more work than they know what to do with, and then they don't have enough people, so they're running smaller operations now. Is you get a contractor in there, it's just like on some of these jobs you see around here. They go in, they work, they're there for a few days and they're gone, and all it takes is a little bit of rain and they're shut down for a day. We don't, you know, and so that really, really helps us both with the dollars we save and then the schedule. You know, when we left off a while ago, we were talking about close to Willette.
Right.
And we've got 9 folks out there in that parks maintenance job department, and right now they will start this week. We're gonna what we now know is T-ball. We knew when you and I were out there, you know, with the kids years ago doing it at T-ball. That field will be gone, and then the field behind it gets turned around. We're making a 180 turn with it, and all of the demo work that has to be done, the fences down, the dugouts down, And every bit of that stuff we'll do ourselves with those maintenance guys that normally you see riding lawnmowers or weed eating around town. You know, so that's just going to keep them busy, you know, as dry as it is. And we can get all that fencing down without having to, you know, hire someone else to do it. It's going to save us some money. And we got it down, it's ready to go. And so the idea is right now, according to the current schedule, construction calendar, we should start putting turf down at Callista Willette around on or about October 1st. And that lets a turf contractor gets in there, and he will finish his part up by the end of the year before bad weather gets here, you know, normally. And hopefully next spring, when we start baseball season in Mountain Home next March, we'll be starting with an entirely new baseball complex out there. It'll do like Keller. It'll have the stem walls behind the dugout, home plate between the dugouts with the netting on it where you can see through get rid of that chain link and stuff. So that project should be finished. And you and I were talking during the break about Hickory Park, that all-inclusive playground. And I go by that every day. There hadn't been a single day that I've been in town that I hadn't been by there at least once. I've never failed to see somebody up there. It might be one mother and a child. It may be 30 or 40 of them out there. It's getting a lot of use. And a couple weeks ago I'd been gone, and on Sunday when I got back to town, my wife and I drove straight by there. And we pull up, and there's a gentleman on that merry-go-round with a child in a wheelchair and 2 other kids playing on it there with that child. And that's what an all-inclusive is about right there, getting all those kids out there together. It's hot up there. There's not much shade up there right now. We're going to do something about that. You got some sunshades. But boy, up sitting on top of that hill right now, it is some kind of hot up there. And so, you know, sometime later this summer, early fall, we'll be planting some trees around there and trying to get you some cooler shades up there and stuff. But everything's pretty well done in Hickory. Got a little light work left to do on the parking lot lighting. The new restrooms up and running. And once we get the parking lot lighting done, then all we've got to do is go in and do some final landscape and clean up. And the day we opened that up, we let those 2 little boys, Malachi and Cameron, Donna Hopkins' little grandson, go out there and play first. And then we turned all those other kids loose. That was a pretty good experience right there, just to get to see all those kids out there, and there was a lot of excitement up there that afternoon. And it's a very busy spot up there right now, and that's what we wanted to happen.
You know, the old Hickory Park is being revamped, and it's all good stuff. How's the concert in the parks going? It's been going real good. I've missed a couple of them this year, and I understand from a couple of people I talked to yesterday. This past weekend, the person they had in there, a guy named Tyler Farr, I hear they had a real big crowd up there. Ricky Crawford does such a good job with identifying the talent and bringing the talent in. He handles who's on stage piece. Rotary Club handles the vendors and the rest of the event. Now you can go up there, and they've got Brad Hallworth doing his portable axe throwing up there. I think they've had some games. I was told they had some games for kids going on. So it has become a really good event. We've been real lucky that we hadn't had a rain out or a complete washout yet, you know, so that's always good. And I think we've got 3 more of them left this year, 2 or 3, I'm not sure. I know there's one in August and one Labor Day weekend. I can't remember if he's got another one in July or not. But anybody can keep up with that at the City of Mountain Home Hickory Park Facebook page. And, you know, I'm just tickled to death to have Ricky taking care of that piece of it. I mean, on the concert day, that is one busy guy right there. Probably a few days prior to, if I knew more about it, you know.
making arrangements to getting them in here, and then on the day of the show, he's the guy that works with the production companies, get them in the park, gets the sound checks done, and he really does a good job with the event. And it's growing. We're seeing people coming off the lake. We're seeing people coming from other areas, and I haven't got the information yet, but this past weekend we were scheduled to track the zip codes of the people came in, and then the chamber has already got some new software they're using when we have events to determine where the people came from. So they were going to do that for us this weekend down there. But I can promise you there was a lot of people down there this weekend that weren't from the city of Mountain Home. They were here visiting the area. It gave them something to do on Saturday night, and that's what we're wanting to do.
Made mention of the farmers market being this is the first year they've been at Fifth and Cyrus. It's been a good turnout. My wife has been going every weekend. It's been a good turnout there. I know there's some plans in the works about doing a covered pavilion for the vendors to give them some sunshade, because boy, it's hot there for sure.
It's real hot, and about the farmers market, it's hot down there. But I'm going to tell you something. I think the best thing we did is teaming up with the food bank and Jeff Quick and that organization, because they have taken it to a whole nother level. In that entire farmers market is benefiting the food bank of this area here. The fees of the vendors pay to set up and sell their product down there is going to the food bank. Jeff and them have done a great job organizing it. They, on the first Saturday of every month, they have somebody plays music down there. And you're exactly right. They've grown the number of vendors. I think one Saturday I went by there and they had 39 or 40, but it's not all tomatoes and cantaloupes. It's people selling crafts or people selling woodwork or a lot of things. And we are doing a lot of work. We have somebody we're working with now, and we're doing a lot of grant research to try to find some avenues to secure funding to build an open air structure down there. And the person we're working with in Baxter Regional Medical Center has gotten involved with some grant resources they're helping us with. And once we can feel like we've gotten enough funding, identified opportunities, then we'll start filling out those applications and getting those grant apps in. And I'm hoping, myself and Jeff, that by next year sometime we can acquire enough money to get down there and build a structure. Now, we could do it today if somebody come along and wanted a nice building down there in that parking lot with their name on it.
I was just going to say, if they wanted to have a
namesake.
Hey,
Scooter, we could call it the Rechtenwald Farmers Market down there for a nice enough check today.
There you go.
Happen. Doesn't that have a ring to
it? It does.
I don't know.
Did you bring your checkbook?
I don't know what distant relative that you're talking about, but I sure like to meet him.
But no, I think by getting the food bank involved, that's really giving that market a boost down there. And the city years ago ran the market. The county ran it for years, and all either one of us did was take a vendor fee, and that was about it.
So go find yourself a place to park and stay off the grass.
You're exactly right. But it has really, I'm just glad Jeff and him and his board and the people that work with him at the food bank took this thing on. And I think it's going to continue to get bigger and better down there.
The number of people that farmers market touches, not only the vendors and the people that buy, but the people that go and take advantage of the opportunity at the food bank, with what they have to offer. There's no way to count them all.
Not any way. And we're so much better off. And there's been arrangements made when you're going down Main Street and you get to Fifth. There's a great building there. If you're headed up Main Street, headed towards the 5 junction, to turn right on the Fifth. And Jeff has made arrangements. The boys that now own that building here have agreed to put a mural on that side of the building, pointing to Farmers Market down 5th Street. It'll have a combination of the sign with their business name on it, plus something about Farmers Market. And they're putting up some of those sandwich board signs on Saturday morning down College Street to tell you where to turn at. And once word gets out, people are going to find it.
Yeah.
And
don't know where they're going to park, but they'll find it.
Hey, not having a place to park and looking for a place to park is a good problem. Once we get that open air structure built, then we can open up that parking lot.
There you go.
And have that parking lot there that'll be close for people with special needs that need to get close. But there's plenty of parking in that area down there, and probably, Bob, on a Saturday morning going down there, a nice little block walk wouldn't hurt anybody. It's not going to hurt anybody at all.
It's time for a quick break. Mayor Hillrey Adams is with us, City of Mountain Home. We're talking about things in the city. Be back in just a moment.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
But how will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. The mayor of Mountain Home, Mayor Adams. Been talking a lot about the parks and projects that we got going on. We spoke about the food bank a little bit. How's progress coming on the Sharp Family Fire Department?
We're still putting fill out there. Bob, on that piece of property, if you'll notice, we've deliberately stayed away from the front piece of that property by the highway. And we stayed away from that for a reason. We're now doing that sewer improvement out there. Mm-hmm. And we're bringing the sewer from down there on the County Road 28 junction of 62 where we had brought it across. We're bringing it up that north side. We'll bring sewer all the way to O'Reilly's along that side, and that way we can service that fire station. But we did put in fill in there to save a little bit less digging as we're going through. And the contractor's out there working on that job now. In fact, he's probably sitting right about in front of Mr. Sharp's mom's old house, right there, the old rock house. And I could show you some pictures. That is solid rock down through there, 16, 18 foot deep. And he's using a saw to get out. That's the reason you see so much dust. So it's a slow sewer project. It's going to be real slow. But as he passes that piece of property, then you'll see us start putting fill up to the highway. And once we can get all that fill in there, at the end of this year, the 22 year, we'll have enough money in our budget put aside in the public safety to pay for a new fire station out there.
Wow.
So our plans are now, maybe real late this year, real early next, to be ready to go to the design. And what we've done to come up with a design, Bob, for that new fire station, I went with Chris Quick, the fire chief, and several firefighters on 3 or 4 different occasions. We went over to northeast Arkansas and we toured some in West Memphis and Paragoula. We've been in northwest Arkansas and we've toured several new ones over there in that northwest corner of the state. And I told the guys all along, I want y'all to tell the architect what you want to build. We're not going to let the architect tell us what we're going to build. We're going to sit down, and I want the firemen in the city of Mountain Home to come up with what they need in a station. Now, this is just a substation. It's not going to be the central place with officers, nothing. And so they've pretty well got, I think, something put together. And hopefully maybe late this year, early next, we'll put that in front of an architect, the engineer company, to design the facility the way we want it. And hopefully sometime in 23, we can get enough fill in there and get everything the way we want it, that by sometimes mid to late 23, we can be ready to start some construction on that facility out there.
What about growth? What's the plan for growth for the city? Is there any talk about annexation of any areas?
There's a little bit of stuff that we're looking at now. We've done some, Bob, mainly on the 62 east side, some commercial stuff, a lot of people don't know it, but from the old Midland Marine to Walmart, there's a piece of property here or there that was in the city, some it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So we've cleaned up the south side of the highway. We've now got everything from Midland Marine down to Walmart with the exception of one property. And that could come in at any time. It was just an issue of getting the owner said he wanted to, but he never did, sign the form by the time he needed to, and we got ready, so we did that south side. So we've got all of that in the city.
So all the way from the top of the hill there by the golf course?
All the way to Walmart, with the exception of one very small piece of property down there. And so the south side is pretty well in the city. We're now going to do the same on the north side. And what we want to do is, you got a few properties down through there, Aspire Outdoors, Century Bank of the Ozarks, Colton's that are in the city, and then some skip. And you get back up to 28, and you got that all the way up to the pawn shops in, and there's another skip. So as we bring this sewer up through there, we can now deal with getting some of that stuff annexed in and clean up that. And then there's also, we're working on a project, our engineers are, Garver Engineering, who's done work for this city for 40 plus years now, and you remember them from your days, to take our rescue money that we got last year and what we'll get this year and invest every penny of that in infrastructure improvements and sewer system. Right now, a lot of people are not aware of this, but our current sewer system, we pick up on the west side. We serve Big Creek, and like along in there around somewhere, Supply Solutions, that right through there, Twin Lakes Baptist, some of
River
that.
Lodge.
Right, a River Lodge, and back up into Big Creek. And on the other side of the highway, we've got it out to, there's a small church there at Hilltop.
Right
before you get to Dollar General, the sewer goes to that church. Well, there's two different things fixing to happen out there. The Game and Fish has bought property that surrounds the Dollar General and Dwayne Hotta's art studio. The Game and Fish is fixing to build a facility out there that'll be where they store all that stuff they got downtown, and hopefully within the next 3 to 4 years you're going to see the Game and Fish build their new office out there. It could also possibly maybe serve some other state agencies, who knows, okay? that's coming. And then Arkansas State University is out there in that technical center, the old car dealership.
Mm-hmm.
That property there from the Dollar General west on that side of 62, none of it has sewer. And the technical center is trying to grow. Dr. Myers wants to expand his workforce opportunities out there for training and, you know, getting people ready to come to work around here. We got that boat manufacturer program they're fixing to start. He really needs sewer to that facility. So we're trying to take our rescue plan money and go as far as we can that way and invest in sewer on the 62 west side, okay? When we build that new community center there behind McCabe Park, you're going to see some things happen on that west side. You're going to see some people want to be out there. So right now, Garver is doing a study for us to see what it would take to expand sewer along 62 west, both sides of the highway, and get all that highway frontage out to somewhere around Buford Road. And if we can do that, Bob, we won't have issues like we've had on this 62 east side. We'll be able to do, you know, control the development out there along that highway a little bit. And it opens up a tremendous amount of land by getting sewer out there for future growth of the city. You know, there's some properties out there that if you can get that sewer along that highway, especially on the south side of that highway, would be prime property for development and building houses and stuff. But, you know, that would be something we'd annex all that highway.
A lot of people don't realize is Town Park is not in the city.
Town Park's not, and we're looking at how we can include Town Park in this project here. There are some a lot of places in there. There's only about 84 or 5, something like that, services in there. And so we've got the water there now, but we don't have sewer, and there's several of them in that area have septic issues. So we're looking for any kind of grant we can get right now. We've got a project going on to hopefully find us a really nice grant to put with our ARPA money, and just put some of that money together to pay for a project along 62 West. And Carver's already very much involved in designing that system. We're almost to the point of going to get some people to do some survey work for us and do some actual numbers and put some more cost to it. But we think we're going to have a really good possibility of securing the money to pay for the project along the highway without having to ask for any help anywhere on that.
If we go back to the east, back at County Road 28 and 62, that corner there where Steak and Shake was supposed to go, whatever happened to that deal?
We have no idea.
It just blew up.
It just blew up. They walked in, they gave us a portion of the money to pay for that sewer to come under that highway. That project out there, all the landowners that were along that contributed to this. They made theirs.
So the city didn't take it completely on themselves to build that. A lot of people are under the misconception that we spent all that money to get them here, and then they didn't come.
We didn't. No, they spent a very large portion of that was paid for by those landowners out through there, and you know it's opened up a lot of good property.
Sure it has.
For us, you know, and they paid their part, and we hadn't seen or heard from them since.
Thank you for the donation, and we'll continue to grow.
So, you know, somebody else is going to probably end up putting something there. We don't know who that
Sure.
may be, and at some point in time it may be that. But, you know, I'll tell you this, Bob, there's a lot of people looking at this right now. I've had calls within the last 2 or 3 weeks from some commercial real estate developers in other cities wanting to know who they would have to talk to about this or that. I even saw a site plan on one piece of property out there. And the developer there wanted to know what it would take to get, you know, a curb cut onto the highway. Well, that's a RDOT issue there.
Yep.
That's not
Call the
one
highway
of us.
department.
So, you know, there's a lot of people looking at some opportunities to bring some business here to us.
Well, Mayor, we appreciate you taking the time to join us once a month, and
Well,
forward to things going
it's
on.
a pleasure to come by right now. I just want to remind everybody one more time.
Stay inside,
cool.
Stay cool.
Stay inside if you can. And stay hydrated if you got to be outside. It's hot out there.
Appreciate you joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. See you.